Good morning. We are back, and I overslept again. And again, because I couldn't fucking sleep this morning. I made a mistake, you see. I worked until 4:30. And, oh, man. Got home. Just, I don't know if you work shift or whatever, but when you get home, you can't really just go to bed right away. Kind of gotta wind down a little bit. So, set up like an hour. Then I went to bed at about 6 a.m. Then I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep. I think I fell asleep like 8:39 a.m. Hopefully that means that that I can sleep better tonight. Hopefully. I really hope so. I really hope so. So, at work yesterday, I had the last shifts of the day. So it's my job to shut down the factory, clean everything, and get it ready for another day of production. And well, clean it's very routine based, so you just kind of do the things and wash the things. Just stand there hosing everything down, which gets boring, right? So I have these pelters, this headset that has Bluetooth, so I can just connect my phone up to it. I was listening to a podcast with a historian, and man, oh man, I learned a couple of things. Learned one of the things that I was aware of, but not I don't know. It's how America dismantled the Soviet Union. Now the historian argued that the kind of catalyst for that was oh shit was the oh yeah, which one of the wars? Oh god. Oh man, I can't remember which one of them it was. It wasn't the Middle East, at least. One of the wars, or where the Americans kind of went. Well, we'll go in there and threaten the Russian interests or Soviet interests, and then they'll go in there and they'll fuck it up, which they did. And I can't remember everything, but he made a pretty good case that that was how it was. But But I didn't really know. And again, he made a really good case for this. Was how America just kind of fucked the British Empire. This is something I never really thought about. Because if I remember correctly, they had an agreement to sort of do a war. Again, then I don't know if it was Africa or Middle East. But yeah, they set up a war. It's like Brits were doing their thing, and the Americans were going to support that. Then, just out of a sudden, the Americans went, "Yeah, we're not paying for that," which completely ruined everything for the Brits. And essentially, they just had to fuck off home. Extraordinarily interesting. And the historian also talked a little bit about, or a lot about, the Libya war, or Libya conflict, as as it's called over here. It's a little bit of a weird one, because Norway, of all countries, has had like a major role in it. And it's sort of, in a way, that war kind of it completely fucked the I don't know. Fucked the image people had of Norway, I think. Because before this, Norway was very much about helping other countries. And sending money and just being, you know, really nice. And it was, you know, back before that, it's like Norway has been like this, I guess, force for good. Haven't been worried about, you know, when we're helping people, we haven't been worried about, you know, making money of it. I think the historian said, like, the French have made a lot of money. A lot of money from just helping other countries. Whilst for Norway, that was never even a go. You just like kind of lost money on it. But I think also that's part of sort of the Norwegian, I guess, values. The historian said, like, I think it's partially right about that Norway doesn't really have values as such, because it's not just national values, it's more like universal values that Norway represents. And you know, like human rights, equality, you know, all of that stuff, all that good stuff. And we just want to spread that to the rest of the world, for everyone to have it better. And that's kind of been the strategy that Norway has gone for. throughout the years. However, uh, the Libya conflict kind of changed that a little bit. Because here, little Norway comes in and just bombs the shit out of a country in Africa. Like, what the fuck? And like, I was not that interested back in that back then. Like, this was what, 2011, so 10 years ago. I wasn't watching that stuff. I kind of heard about like Gaddafi and I remember at the time that the media was making him into sort of this monster, this super powerful world-ending force that we need to destroy. But now in hindsight, probably not so smart, because it kind of, the entire country collapsed. And the historian also said that, like, before, like, Libya wasn't a very old country. It's just kind of new in those days. It's like 3 big factions, and with Gaddafi, it was like the first time they had managed to kind of, you know, unify it to a certain degree. He was of course a dictator, and if I use Lupet, no, I use Vup. Also, hi, James Blue. Where was I? It was interesting thing. But what was really, if I wanted, well, VUP is working fine for me. Right now, at least. Like, with the new updates and all that. Very premium software. Well, I mean, I'll use what works. If I start having big problems with the VUP, then sure, I'll give it a go. But for now, this worked fine. Let's see here. Yeah, I bet it works. Let's see. I'm seeing Fia upload a video saying how to use Lupet, the best VTubing program. I don't know. Oh, it's all in Japanese. Please, there we go. It's in English now. Training system for 3D VTubers specializing in first shot completed with a webcam and leap motion. I don't know. So if I need a feature that VUP doesn't have or doesn't do that great, then perhaps I consider switching. But VUP has been working fine for me. Let's see. Yeah. I think I also have like a bookmark saved for Leopard. I don't know. Oh, we'll see what the future holds. VUP did a recent update as well. Means the tracking is a lot smoother. It's nice. Very nice. Just looking at the stuff. Boom. So yeah, back to what I was saying. The Libya conflict. What's kind of weird is that it was like no resistance to it. Like, there was no protests against it. Was hardly anyone, came out and said like, let's not do this. It's just super weird. I mean, why? The historian on the podcast, he sort of said, he talked about, of course, the Vietnam War, when that was going on. It says like 60,000 people just protesting that shit out in the streets. Which is just like, yeah. But during the Libya conflict, like, zero protests. Everyone was just like, yeah, let's just bomb the shit out of them. And what's also interesting is looking at what the different countries have done afterwards. Like a couple of people or a couple of countries at the time said like, we don't know enough, we can't join in on this. But the countries that went in on that, every single one of them has done an investigation about like, did we do the right thing here? What was it all this about? All of them except for Norway, for some reason. I mean, they did a like short investigation, but that was just like people who had made those decisions were just asked to investigate what they've done. So of course they went, well, we couldn't have done anything different. It's just weird. I mean, it's really Really crazy. I mean, it's still going on, apparently. It says Libyan crisis, 2011 till present. It's crazy. Because I mean, after Gaddafi was removed, the country just kind of went to shit. I'm seeing graphs there of the production as well. Just kind of a steep cutoff of all products. So really messed it up. And I mean, thinking back on it, right? The media and the politicians, everyone was just saying how this African dictator was like the worst thing ever. It was a threat to everything. But then, just like it took like nothing to remove it. It's just like it's just no. Have reconsidered. No. Just bomb and shit. Which is, I think that sort of Norway as a country justified this by, you know, saying, I don't know, like it was the bombs of freedom or something. They're going to introduce democracy into this country, and you know, whether they did it through missionaries or bombs, so it's just like, oh, you know, kind of same thing. It's just crazy. It's just crazy what has happened, and throughout history, it's crazy. But it's why, like, I really like history, and I've always had an interest in it because it's so interesting. See, like, what people have done, right, and what the outcome was, and seeing that now, like, yeah, what did they think was going to happen? And how people do all these things, and then sort of tries to hide it in order to protect their own political careers. So it's just crazy. It's just crazy. And I mean, another thing that is kind of interesting is, like, as all the empires started to crumble, Norway in this sort of, you know, sort of weird way. You know, start a new sort of empire thing. But so, like, it wasn't like colonies, but it was sort of in the same reign of things, just that this was with missionaries and, you know, helping. But yeah, and not just soldiers and just, yeah, we're taking this land. And I mean, it wasn't great, from what I hear at least. It wasn't the best, and would certainly, and rightly so, I think, cause an uproar this day. But back in the day, I don't know. Back in the day, I think Norway made it better for the people than a lot of the other, like, colony powers. But I mean, that fell through. I kind of just, I don't know. Like, Norway, in a historical sense, or more recent history, like, we used to be an extremely poor country. People starving to death all the time, and, you know, things not being great. And, you know, not much, like, historically there hasn't been a huge, like, mix of people in Norway. Like, there's been the Sami people and, like, Norwegians, basically. So the transformation really has been astounding. I think the oil is what did it. It just kind of blew open the borders. It's good. Becoming a more modern society. It's good. It's great. It's great. Anyways, let's see. It's 15:45. So I do think I'll end it here. We'll see. We'll see about tomorrow if I get up earlier. Hopefully I'll get sleep and be able to get up earlier.